morning, friends, and welcome to another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. On Sunday, March 1st, with only 2 weeks left of the open walleye season on the Saginaw River, my buddy Mike and I decided to give the SAG a try instead of starting our season on the Detroit River. However, much like the Detroit River, on Sunday, March 1st, the Saginaw River was absolutely full of floating ice. Besides the floating ice, the weather conditions were brutal. We had 24-degree air temp most of the morning and 31-degree water temp. I'd hate to have to run far today. This is a lot of ice, boys. Yeah. Need a net?
No. Didn't really bite though. Barely.
It's going to be a close one.
13 3/4.
You got one out?
This is some that are made, they're not ordered.
Typical Saginaw shorty, huh?
Yeah.
Did you hear, Mike, that Maniac's going out of business?
I did. Hipnet's trying to sell a bunch of them for me, stuff like.
Yeah, I bought $100 worth yesterday.
Did you really?
Yeah. Maniac's no longer going to be making worms. Well, that was a good run.
This feels a little bit better.
Need the net?
You might.
John, can you net?
Yep.
Oh yeah, get this.
Oh, get this.
That's a better fish. Yeah, that'll keep. That's the next one.
Yeah, he grabbed it. Thank God for stinger hook. Yeah, it's good. Thank you, sir. Blue ice.
I hate to give consideration to color, but man, you guys are starting to make me think.
This river, I don't know why, but the blue ice always seems to outfish about anything.
Yeah, you see a lot of other people using it.
Well, there we go.
That's a better fish.
Lucky.
Pop right out. Okay, I can't hold this thing.
They come back in poppers. Didn't tangle up.
That's a Detroit River looking fish right there.
Yeah, you get them quite often here. More than people think. Nice fish. I like it.
Oh.
He'll cook up.
Between 4 and 5 maybe?
Yeah, I'd say so. And they'll sell them for $150, $100 off the retail. And they're pretty much like used 1 year.
Fish on.
I saw him.
Little guy.
That's alright, he might keep.
No.
John's got a beautiful boat.
90. Yeah, I just turned this handheld on.
Already know off the stuff. Get him, buddy. Alright. Need a net?
I don't know about that yet, but it's got more size to it than density.
Good job, John. Look at there. There are fish in there. Good one, too. He goes all day long, man. Big spot. You can pull back.
A couple
We've got a
decent
couple
ones
nice
in
ones
there.
in there. Gotta shut off the
Well, it wasn't one of those 100 fish days, but it wasn't a bad day.
No, we got some decent fish in one though.
Caught definitely a lot fewer fish than the last couple times I was here, but better size than the last time I was here too. So
Yeah.
you'll not get any complaints from me. The elements were just brutal today, man.
This guy doing
If it wasn't the ice this morning, it was the wind this afternoon. Just brutal elements today. Well, friends, today was my first pre-spawn trip to the Saginaw River. And all in all, it was a pretty good trip. We fought some pretty rough conditions today. It was bitter cold this morning. It was 18 degrees when we launched this morning with 31-degree water temps. It was just bitter cold. There was so much ice floating down the river that navigation was an issue. Even trying to jig, you had to jig around the ice chunks. Made for some pretty tough fishing this morning. By 11 o'clock, the wind got so heavy that boat control was tough. I'm glad it was Mike running the trolling motors. I'd have been frustrated with that wind. That wind was really ripping down the channel this afternoon. But we wound up with some decent fish, some really nice sized fish for the Saginaw River. But friends, the Saginaw River's open for 2 more weeks. Everything I've heard says the fishing gets better and better as you approach March 15th, just before the season closes. I will definitely not make it back down here to the Saginaw River. The Detroit River is going to start getting pretty good here in the next couple weeks, I believe. Weather's setting up this week. Looks like it's going to be, the river should be setting up pretty decent for next weekend. But friends, hey, thanks for watching another episode of Team Jesus Outdoors. The verse of the day today in the YouVersion Bible app comes from Romans chapter 4, verse 7. Romans 4:7 says, "Blessed are those whose lawless deeds have been forgiven and whose sins have been covered." Friends, there is no greater blessing in life than knowing that your sins are forgiven. Gentlemen, I have been saying all year, there are only 2 kinds of men in this world. There are men who need Christ in their life, and there are men who need more of Christ in their life. Gentlemen, I hope in 2020 you will identify which type of those men you are, and that you will ask God to give you a closer walk with Jesus Christ. Hey friends, if you're out there early this year, be safe out there. Watch for that ice. God bless. Tight lines. We'll see you guys on the water.